Welcome back to Royal Sussex Squad, the place where truth meets loyalty and love beats smear campaigns every single time. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and if you love what we do and want to support the squad, send a super thanks. It keeps us going strong and loud. Today we're diving into yet another round of misplaced outrage, media desperation, and the relentless double standards thrown at the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. But more importantly, we're also going to celebrate who Meghan really is. A kind, thoughtful woman, a devoted mother, a loving wife, and someone who refuses to let the noise shake her grace. So, what's the so-called controversy this time? It all started when Meghan appeared as a guest on the Jamie Kern Lima show, marking her first ever podcast interview. A moment that should have been celebrated for what it was. Two strong, successful women discussing values, kindness, and personal connection, instead, got twisted into a headline-grabbing non-story. Why? Because of a small printed note Meghan included with a thoughtful gift basket she sent more than a year ago. The card read, "With compliments of HRH, the Duchess of Sussex." And that one line, a line that any normal person would see as dignified, sweet, and consistent with the royal title she holds, somehow triggered a media frenzy. Now let's break this down. Meghan, in a moment of genuine kindness, dropped off a gift for her friend Jamie Kern Lima. The basket included organic ice cream and homemade strawberry sauce, a small act of comfort during a stressful time. But instead of highlighting that, the tabloids ran wild, trying to spin it into a scandal over the use of HRH. Yes, they're seriously mad about a gift card, not a brand launch, not a business deal, not a press release, a gift card. Let's get real. Meghan and Harry officially stepped back as senior working royals in 2020, with the blessing of Queen Elizabeth herself. That agreement included that they would retain their titles, His Royal Highness and Her Royal Highness, even if they wouldn't use them in a public or commercial capacity, and that's exactly what they've done. This was a personal moment, a friend supporting a friend, and yet the same press that turns a blind eye to every misstep from the royal institution somehow sees this as the next constitutional crisis. Please. Let's remember, Meghan didn't print this card to sell jam. She didn't slap a royal crest on a jar and launch a product line. She sent it privately, quietly, with a handwritten note to a woman going through a tough time. That is not exploitation of a title. That is basic human kindness, something her haters could use a dose of. And let's talk about that kindness. In the interview, Jamie shared that Meghan didn't just send gifts to her. She also brought joy to her 6-year-old daughter, Wonder. Knowing that Wonder loves to cook, Meghan sent her a personalized chef's board that said Chef Wonder, and included a sweet note that read, "Dear Wonder, for your culinary masterpieces, love, Miss Meghan." How beautiful is that? A duchess, a global figure, taking the time to connect with a child's dreams. That's not PR, that's not branding, that is simply who Meghan is. Now let's flip the script for a second. Let's imagine if another royal, let's say Princess Kate, had done the exact same thing. What would the headlines say then? Caring Kate brings joy to a little girl? The Princess of Kindness strikes again? Of course they would. The British press would be falling over themselves to paint her as the second coming of Diana. But Meghan? No. They'd rather clutch their pearls over a signature on a card. They'd rather ignore the message and obsess over the envelope. We see the pattern. We've always seen it. Because when it comes to Meghan, there is no act too kind, no gesture too small that can't be twisted into some imaginary offense. Whether it's closing her own car door, holding her baby bump, or, now, writing her title on a card, Meghan can't win with the people who've already decided to hate her. But here's the thing. Meghan isn't playing their game. She's building a new path, one based on values, love, family, and community. In fact, in her interview with People magazine, Meghan reflected on how deeply meaningful it is for her entire family to share the Sussex name. "It's our shared name as a family," she said, "and I guess I hadn't recognized how meaningful that would be to me until we had children." That right there is what the trolls, tabloids, and royal watchers can't stand. Meghan and Harry chose love. They chose peace. They chose to create a safe, united, happy home for Archie and Lily, away from the dysfunction, the toxicity, and the manufactured drama of royal life. And if Meghan wants to sign a note with the title she rightfully holds, let her. That title wasn't taken away, nor should it be. She earned it when she married into that family, and she's lived it with dignity through every smear, every lie, every insult. If anything, she's shown more poise and class than the people who sit in palaces judging her. So, let this be a message to the media. Meghan doesn't need your permission to be kind. She doesn't need your approval to use her own name. and she definitely doesn't need to justify herself to people who have built careers off tearing her down. What she will do is keep shining, keep loving, keep showing up for her friends, her children, her husband, and for all of us who see her for who she truly is, a beautiful soul in a world full of noise. And here's where we, the Royal Sussex Squad, come in. Meghan Markle's use of her HRH title in a personal gift raises questions. Here's the royal rule behind it. With compliments of HRH, the Duchess of Sussex, the note read, a personal touch that reflected her retained title. Meghan Markle's royal styling is drawing renewed attention after a personalized note bearing her HRH title surfaced more than a year after she gifted it to a friend. Although Prince Harry, 40, and Meghan, 43, stepped back from their working royal roles in 2020, they technically retain their his/her Royal Highness titles, though they no longer use them in public or for commercial purposes. The arrangement was part of their agreement with Queen Elizabeth when they stepped back as senior working royals in 2020. At the time, a spokesperson for the Sussexes said, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex remain members of the royal family and remain named and titled as such." As explained in the January 2020 announcement, from spring they will formally retain their titles of His/Her Royal Highness, but no longer actively use their HRHs. The conversation was reignited on April 28 when the Duchess of Sussex made her first appearance as a podcast guest on the Jamie Kern Lima show. During their wide-ranging chat, host Jamie Kern Lima, 47, recalled a time Meghan dropped off a gift basket at her house. She shared a photo of the note that came with it, a printed card reading, "With compliments of HRH the Duchess of Sussex," set beneath Meghan's royal cipher. The note accompanied 2 pints of organic ice cream and a ribbon-tied jar of jam, possibly an early prototype from Meghan's lifestyle brand, As Ever. People understands that although Meghan and Harry do not use their HRH titles for public or commercial ventures, their formal titles remain. And in this case the note, from more than a year ago, was part of a private, personal gift. Not a business move. Meghan Markle goes makeup-free in sweats and sneakers for her first-ever podcast interview. Elsewhere in the episode, Kern Lima, co-founder of IT Cosmetics, opened up about the thoughtful reason behind Meghan's surprise gift, a moment that came during a particularly stressful time. "When I was super stressed out one time, I had in-laws and all these people visiting," Kern Lima said, and Meghan interjected, "You had a very full house." "Very full house," the Jamie Kern Lima show host agreed. "And all of a sudden I get word that you dropped off this gift basket with ice creams, homemade strawberry sauce to put on top of the ice cream, just to see if that helps lighten my load. It was like, as if you're in my shoes feeling what I was feeling without me even needing to tell you anything. And you're doing something that adds value to my life," she added. "I have had your jam in my refrigerator all year. No one knows. No one's seen it." Meghan Markle addresses speculation about writing a memoir. People are often curious. The ice cream and strawberry spread wasn't the only gift Meghan has given to the family. Kern Lima further revealed that the Duchess of Sussex surprised her 6-year-old daughter Wonder with a personalized present. "My daughter loves cooking. She wants to be a chef when she grows up, and you drop off this board that says Chef Wonder on it," Kern Lima said as a video rolled to show the gift with another note from Meghan. "Dear Wonder, for your culinary masterpieces." Read the letter dated February 2025. "Love, Miss Meghan," it was signed, on a card stamped with the Duchess of Sussex's royal cipher. As the son of the future King Charles, Prince Harry inherited his royal title and HRH styling at birth. His wife Meghan was bestowed with similar privileges on their May 19, 2018 royal wedding day, becoming the Duchess of Sussex with the HRH appellation. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are raising their children, Prince Archie, 5, and Princess Lilibet, 3, in California. In a recent exclusive interview with People, Meghan shared how meaningful it is for her family to be united by their Sussex name. "It's our shared name as a family, and I guess I hadn't recognized how meaningful that would be to me until we had children," Meghan told People. "I love that that is something that Archie, Lily, H, and I all have together. It means a lot to me." "The Sussex name," she said, "is part of our love story. We will keep showing up for Meghan. We will keep pushing back against every tabloid lie, every twisted headline, every manufactured outrage, because we know the truth, and we will keep saying her name with pride, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Sussex. So, if you're with us, if you stand for truth, for fairness, for love, then make sure you're subscribed. Turn on your notifications. And if you'd like to support this channel and help us keep fighting the good fight, click that super thanks button below and drop us a comment. Every bit of love counts. Every voice matters. Meghan Markle is not the problem. She's the example. The royal family could learn a thing or two from her. Until next time, stay loyal, stay loud, and stay loving. This is Royal Sussex Squad signing off. See you in the next one.